Can you still have a budget holiday in Beijing? The simple answer is yes. It is the most expensive city in China, but there are still good budget hotels to be had for $50 to $100 a night. Food's cheap. There's the metro goes everywhere, that's cheap, and you can do a lot of walking and stay fit. So yes, you can still have a budget holiday in Beijing.
What city are we in?
This is 9 o'clock at night in Beijing.
In Beijing, listening to the horns going beep, beep, beep. And the people taking life in their own hands, like these three girls are going to try to go across. There they are.
How to cross a road in Beijing.
Yeah, there you
big
go.
traffic.
That's it.
Just walk in
Watch
front of
them
it.
go.
Just walk in front of the traffic. We spent 3 days in Beijing to see the main sights. Meals were really cheap there. For instance, the meal we had in the shopping centre food court was 12 yuan, which is about $2.50 Australian. Our first stop was Tiananmen Square, which is absolutely huge. On the sides of it you've got the Great Hall of the People, which is basically the Parliament as they know it, National Museum of China, and the Mao Zedong's mausoleum. And then on the north side is Tiananmen Gate, which leads from there into the Forbidden City, which has a 60 yuan entry fee, so about 12 Australian dollars. Massive place, beautiful architecture. You need good shoes and plenty of drinking water to get around there. It's huge. There is lots of walking in China generally, as most sites in China cover pretty big areas. From there we went to the Temple of Heaven, which is again in similar sort of area to the Tiananmen Square and Forbidden City. Entry there 35 yuan, which is about $7. We stayed at what was the Harmony Hotel, which is now the City Line. It's a good location, close to the railway station and the metro, and quite reasonable rates, a good average sort of hotel. Wherever you're staying in China, in a hotel or backpackers, whatever, make sure you get a card in Chinese with the hotel address on it to help you get back. There's taxi drivers, if you need a taxi to get back, don't speak English in China. In fact, a lot of them don't even read Chinese, but at least you've got something in writing that you can show to somebody to get you back to where you're staying. The second day we went to the Great Wall. We went up to the Mutianyu section, which they say it's better preserved and a lot less crowded than the Badaling part, which is another popular spot. There were lots of different fees to the Mutianyu section to get into the wall. There's a cable car which goes up to the top, or 1,000 steps if you want to walk it up. And then once you're up there you can walk down, or you can catch the cable car down, or there's a sort of toboggan thing you can get down. We went up in the cable car and walked down. From the wall we headed on to the Sacred Road, which is a long road which is the entrance to the old Ming tombs. We didn't go into any of the tombs, but just walked down the road to see it. It's a road that's lined with 18 pairs of marble figures, which are quite fun. We also went to a cloisonne factory, which was interesting to see how it's all made. Obviously they always put pressure on you to buy in all these places, but just refuse if you don't want to buy it. The workers at the factory there live in dormitories. They only get paid about $40 a week, apparently, we were told, and they live in dormitories on site. On the third day, we took a bicycle rickshaw ride through one of the old hutongs and had lunch with the family there that they cooked us. Most of the hutongs, which are the old sort of village enclosures in Beijing, have been pulled down and replaced with modern apartment blocks, but the government is now keeping some of these for historical purposes and tourism, etc. Next we went on to the Summer Palace, which is a 30 yuan entry fee. It's a good place to see some beautiful architecture, buildings and scenes there. When you're in China, be prepared to be stared at and asked, or even not asked sometimes, for selfies. Westerners are still a curiosity, even in Beijing, but often they're Chinese tourists from the provinces where Westerners are rare, and they like to go home and show their friends at home the Western friend they met while they were on holidays. Yeah, so I can see you. I hope you liked this video and learned something from it. Please subscribe to our channel to see further videos as they come.